What's up? My name is Andrew Johnson, and that was present day before class starts Andrew doing an impression of what the future Andrew sounds like, because that guy is an amazing singer after taking this class. So, what's up? My name is Andrew, and I'm from San Juan Capistrano in Southern California. California, here it comes. It's a good show. Great soundtrack for sure. All right, whatever. So, I had the questions here. Why did I decide to? Well, obviously, I want and need to become a better singer, for sure. But I think most immediately and personally, I want to. I'm spending the money on this class to force myself to become a better storyteller and to just work on that craft. Like writers write, and I'm not writing on the pad. I'm doing all this. I'm doing this, and I'm doing the. It's a distraction, and I'm hiding behind all this stuff. It doesn't matter. I don't like how dope my beats are, the crispy guitars with the reverb. Doesn't matter. It's all just illusions, Michael. It's illusions from the meat, from the beat, from the heart. The heart gives the beat. And so yeah, I was really stoked when I saw the intro video that our teacher posted. Yeah, it is about the story. I mean, that's why I don't really listen to Bruce Springs, or I'm not. No, wait, hold on. I'm not the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan, but I am American, so yeah, I love Bruce, and that's why I like when I wake up in the evening, done, and I ain't got nothing to say. Like, I'm crying, I'm dancing, I'm feeling it. It's injected into my veins. The needle, you know what I mean. Bobby D, Bob Dylan. Yeah, Bobby D, Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan's a great example. Not the best singer, but amazing. Like, he's an amazing singer. It's because he's an amazing storyteller. And so I'm so with that if I want to connect, and I feel like you do that through being getting through all this hyperbolic nonsense and getting into the core. So yeah, that's what I want. I want that so badly. And yes, this class is it's like getting a gym membership. This is my gym membership. So my history with music, been in bands all like from high school and a little bit in college, and was actually forget all that. My personal vibe with music, I started with instrumentals. So like John Williams, Hans Zimmer, those were my dudes. Like I would get so inspired. I'd be like in the 6th, 7th grade. You put on John Williams, the original score, Star Wars Episode 5, Empire Strikes Back, double disc, let's go. I'd just be, or Hans Zimmer, bum, 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 bum. I'd be choreographing fight scenes, and I was so into that. And then the next evolution, I found Andrew Lloyd Webber, who, I mean, his stuff, there was something about his music, it was like this talking, but it was so musical, just like the John Williams stuff that I love so much. But I was rocking 8th grade, turned to 11. In the morning, oh, I'm getting married in the morning, ding dong. They were bang. And far as I was concerned, they were some hardcore bangers. Jesus Christ, Superstar, like the guy in Phantom of the Opera, bum, 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 bum. Some real OG gangster stuff right there. And then, but then my mom, when I was 15 in high school, she's like, "Yo, you're about to be way cooler." Bam, Nirvana, greatest hits, the Jimi Hendrix Experience. greatest hits. Rolling Stones, 40 licks, 2 discs, greatest hits. Those, especially Jimi Hendrix and the Rolling Stones, that changed me forever. And Almost Famous. Russell, I'm a golden god. I'm on drugs. Like, but the music for that really just changed the game for me. And then in college, I was introduced to Kanye West, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and that has changed my life. That man has influenced my life so strongly, not only just musically in his creative process and just how he does that, but just the way he thinks. I feel like we are brothers from another mother's, like, you know, I like that he. I like that I personally don't like being stuck in a box or just being like, well, you can't do this, you can't do that. And I like that he's just cross-pollinating and going all over the place in or outside of music. I think that's really cool. And I think an artist shouldn't be just defined by like one, you know, there's a whole person going on. And I don't know, I just think he's a future thinker. And he also has great taste because he's the people that he works with and brings, you know, I love that man. So, yeah. And then I'm trying to think of, yeah, those are my guys. And then because of his, you know, he is such a deep catalog of samples going on, I would be doing homework on that. I was like a student of, you know, I'd be talking about these guys like they're my mentors, but, you know, obviously don't know any of these people, but I'd be studying what they were doing and who like these samples are, just the whole process. And in doing that, then I'd find out, you know, like I'm listening to The Good Life, like I'm gonna get on the TV, mama, welcome to The Good Life. I find out that's Michael Jackson. So I'm like, all right, let's learn Jackson 5, MJ. I'm like, whew. Silver lining of last year in the quarantine, silver lining of the pandemic, the number one silver lining of the pandemic was I saw Thriller for the first time, the music video. Like, whew. I'm a late bloomer in many respects, so I had this like retroactive music history happening. And so it was through all these samples, through hip hop, I guess, that I found the inspirations behind those, and like Nina Simone, Lou Reed. Oh my gosh, yeah. So I mean, you know, we could just go through the whole list, but that's how I got. You know, I wanted to find, not only listen to my favorite artists, but then listen to his favorite artists or his influences, and so that was the rabbit hole within the rabbit hole within the rabbit hole at the floor of my subconscious. Well, what I want to sing, yeah, so those are some of my favorite guys. I'm going through a little nirvana phase right now where you know, it's like I know they're good, but you know when you're listening to somebody and then like it just like clicks, you're like, oh my goodness gracious, this is some heavy deep stuff. This is some like next level way. Take it to the next level. It's next level and it's timeless. So yeah, like before that, am in a heavy like Marvin Gaye and Bill Withers. Rest in peace, Bill Withers from the 2020, and obviously Marvin Gaye. But yeah, like just learning their chords and like the gospel music, like those chords. What it's like the sustains, the 7 thing. I don't know, but it sounds so good, and to me it's the most pleasing to me. Like the gospel singers, I love that. I love it. And Nina Simone, holy freaking cannoli. You feel. I feel her so you know, that's the goal. That's like woo. All right, what do I hope to do by the end? Okay, why do I want to sing? I want to sing because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel better. It like really gets rid of my anxiety. Like, if I'm being honest, like I feel super anxious, and like I almost didn't want to. Like I'm watching the video before, you know, day one of this, and I'm like, what am I doing? Like, so as soon as I started singing at the top, just being like, hey, it just instantly, I'm just, it's like singing is like my Lexapro, but I also take Lexapro. Um, or I'm on Wellbutrin now, so FYI. So yeah, it's good for my mental health, and it just makes me feel so freaking good. You can play guitar, right? You can play a good guitar. Like if someone's playing a good guitar, it's nice to hear. But if someone's singing, like if Adele just started going, "Hello from the other side," people would just stop what they're doing. It would stop traffic. There's a phenomenon. It's so I want to tap into that, and I really want to not. Yeah, I just want to give myself the groundwork for that. Uh, it makes me feel good. What's your ideal audience? Me. I am my ideal audience, I guess. I guess that's kind of narcissistic. No, it's just yeah. I'm my ideal audience. I guess just weirdos and people who are feelers. I'm like a dog. I'm just a basic, just human. Um, let's see what else. I do want to impress my friends. I want to impress my dad and my mom and my sister and myself. I want to impress myself. Oh, and I want to just crush it at karaoke. By the way, go-to karaoke songs: "Sweater Song" by Weezer, "Fat Bottom Girls" by Queen. That's a classic. And then "Fat Lip" by Sum 41. I mean, those are my bread and butters. Just all day. That was a bread sandwich. So, what I hope to do by the end of this class, I hope that I have just better control of my voice. I feel like I'm on slippery skates when I'm trying to like hit notes. Like if I like, especially with gospel stuff, where like if they're like da na na, it's so hard for me to do that. And I don't practice, so that's why I'm here, to force me to practice. But I want to have better control, like I do with other instruments. I want that control. And what do I hope? Imagine my final performance in my head. And the Grammy goes to yes. Final performance would be in the studio in my parents' house. This studio, it is a studio. It's pretty sweet. And so I'm gonna final performance, a song that I wrote recently, and I want to be able to show full control of my voice and be able to sing, and kind of like a hybrid of this electronic and analog thing that's just as ADD and eclectic as me, I guess. If I'm all over the place, and so I'm trying to chill out right now. All right, this has been going on way too long. All right, let's get to the sing. All right. Anyway, I'm also really excited to see these other videos. All right, so I'm gonna do 2 songs here, because in my music that I write, I sing and I rap. He can sing and dance. So yeah, so I'm gonna stand for this. All right. So the first one is Nirvana, and then the second one is one of my favorite songs by Drake. What else should I be? All apologies. What else should I say? Everyone is gay. What else should I write? I don't have the right. What else should I be? All apologies. In the sun, I feel as one. in the sun, in the sun, married, 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 buried, yeah, 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 yeah. Last name ever, first name greatest. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. It started off local, but thanks to all the haters, I know G4 pilots on a first name basis. In your city, faded off the brown. Nino, she says she got more class. We know. Swimming in the money, come and find me. Nemo. If I was at the club, you know I ball. Chemo. I dropped that mixtape, that shit sounded like an album. Who'd have thought a countrywide tour to be the outcome? Labels wanna sign with the X like Malcolm. Everybody got a deal, but I did it without one. Yeah, and I'm about my business, killing all these rappers. You would swear I had a hit list. Everyone who doubted me is asking for forgiveness. If you ain't been a part of it, at least you got to witness. Bitches. It may not mean nothing to y'all, but understand nothing was done for me. So I don't plan on stopping at all. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. I'm shutting down shit in the mall and telling every girl she's the one for me. And I ain't even planning to call. I want this shit forever mine, ever mine, ever mine. Mine, ever mine. All right, well, I look forward to seeing and meeting the rest of you all virtually. I wish it could be in person. And if there's one thing I want to leave you guys with, it's like, I came to this class to suck. So I hope you guys suck too, and we all suck together. And just, I have a lot of anxiety and nerves, and like that voice that's like, dude, like you suck, all that stuff. So I'm kind of just throwing it to the wall. I know I've been rambling for like 20 minutes now, but yeah, I look forward to meeting you guys and hearing your stories and sucking together. So hope you all have a good night. Peace.